Chris from Human Torque Training. In this video I'm going to teach you how to loosen up and get better flexibility in your calves. Now if you're like me and your calves get really tight, like mine get that tight that I can do this stretch where I'm pushing up against the wall, putting my whole body weight into it, and I don't even feel a stretch in my calves. So you really need to massage them first. Now, but having poor flexibility in your calves can screw you up so many ways, like just doing a simple squat. When you go to squat, if your knees are stopping here because your calves are so tight, the only way you can go is back. That's why people wonder why they can't get deep squats and their form looks horrible. Also, another thing, as I've said in other videos, if you're much tighter on one side, as in anything in your body, like with your calves, when you go to squat, if one leg's stopping here and the other one keeps going, you get this big twist on your body. And if you're swinging clubs or swinging a kettlebell, or you've got weight on your back doing that, it's only got to be a small amount to really cause problems. So it's very important to do. So I'll show you how to massage it. Okay, so you need a foam roller. You could try this with a PVC pipe and a towel. It might be a little bit hard, but what you most often see people doing the calf massage like this, you know, where they kind of roll backwards and forwards. This is good, but my calves get that tight because I've been running a lot lately. Like I could sit here all day and I don't feel anything. So what I do is I kneel up like this, and I actually put the foam roller on top of my calves like this. So you kind of got to push them forward like this and then sit back. If you don't push them forward, like they'll just slide back. Okay, so I'm pushing them up as far as I go, and then I sit back on them. And this way you can get heaps more pressure on them. And you'll see I slowly move down my calves until I get to the end. Now you'll notice you got your Achilles tendon here, this cord thing at the end here. I wouldn't get on top of that. I'd stay a little bit further up on the meaty part, on your soleus and your gastrocs, the two lumpy muscles on either side. Now I'll show you what I do from the front view. So I'll sit on it. Once I'm sitting on it, I'll rock my hips from side to side. So I'm shifting my butt over this side now, and then I'm shifting over to the other side. And that's rolling the foam roller around, over on each side of your calves. Now when you do this the first time, just take it easy. Cause, the first time I did this, I probably put a bit too much pressure and stayed on it too long, and my calves were sore for that. Like not real long, probably a few days they were sore, but I did have far better flexibility. Now, like anything with exercising, if you do the same exercise program for a while, eventually you get used to it and you stop getting results with it. When you get used to that with the two legs, you can even do it on one leg. So here, now I'm really getting heaps of pressure on my calves. And then the good thing I really like about this is you use your hands here and rock it from side to side, and you can really, like, you'll find bits that are tighter than others. You know, you might find on the inside part of your calf is far tighter than the outside, and those tighter bits, just spend a little bit more time on loosening them up. Okay, another thing that really helps as well is, like, when massaging any muscle, is putting the muscle on a stretch while you're massaging it. So like when I was doing it on the ground, you notice my ankle was flexed all the way, so that muscle was in its shortest position. So, and you'll get, and I'll still do that, you get really good results just by softening the muscle up that way. But another way you can do it is if you have a bench or a chair or something that you can actually kneel on. So like put a towel or something down so you don't carve your legs up. So what I'm doing here is exactly the same thing. Okay, so now I'm sitting on them, rocking from side to side, but you'll notice here with my ankle, I'm pulling my ankles up like this, you know, and you go, so my hips are shooting over to this side now, and I'll do it, you know, and then I'll rock my hips over to the other side, and it's kind of like an active release. Okay, and that's another good way to loosen them up. Okay, so this first stretch is for your soleus, which is your lower calf. Now this is the one where you need to have your knee bent. So what I'll do is, now you see, I like to actually do it with no shoes on. Reason being is because I'm getting a good stretch on my toe flexors as well, and the muscles that curl your toes like that, they cross your ankle joint as well. So if they're really tight, they can limit how much dorsiflexion you have. Okay, so if you're getting any real pains in your heel or anything doing this, do it with shoes on. But if not, I find I get better results doing it with no shoes. Okay, so I'll flatten my toes up against the wall, and then I'm just pushing into it while keeping my heel on the ground. Now, another thing I do is once I've found that end point, I can't stretch any further, I'll kind of, like my tibia, my leg here, I'm twisting it from side to side, and that's just getting stretches on different parts of the muscle. Okay, and the best stretch I find for doing it with your legs straight, so that's going to get your gastroc, so like these lumpy ones here, is, as I showed you before, by pushing up against a wall. So if this, so I'm stretching this leg here, so this leg is back, I'm getting my heel is flat against the ground, and then I'm just leaning into it like this. So I'm squeezing my quad to keep my legs straight. Now I'm not going to push as hard as I can, because I'll push this cabinet over. But another good thing is once you find that end point that you can't stretch anymore, what I actually do is, it's like a contract relax stretch. I'll like push my feet and my toes, so curl my toes and push my forefoot, so the front of my foot, into the ground while keeping my heel on the ground. So I'm pushing this way like I'm doing a calf raise, but I'm not actually getting any movement. So I'm pushing my foot into the ground, trying to flex it, but because I'm pushing up against the wall, I'm not getting any movement. So I'm just contracting the muscle, and I'll hold it for about, you can hold it anywhere from sort of 5 to 15 seconds if you want, and then quickly stop pressing on it, and then you'll find you'll be able to stretch it just a tiny bit more. So I found my end point, so I'm pushing in now, and then I'll relax and move into it more. Now, if you find when you're pushing into the ground that you really feel your muscle firing up, don't just back off and don't push as hard, because you can go the other way. Your muscle can just start contracting and wanting to tighten up, and you go backwards. So just do it to a point where you are feeling the muscle working, and then stop and stretch it a little bit more. So give these a go. As I said, make sure you with the foam roller first to really soften it up. And then if you do these 2 stretches after it, you'll get awesome results. You'll be able to squat better, move better, run better. So give them a try.